A federal investigation is underway into the recent collapse of Washington Mutual. It was the biggest bank failure in U.S. history. There are allegations of mismanagement in the run-up to WAMU's collapse. The bank, which insiders say tried to cash in on the housing boom by making increasingly shaky loans, ended up losing more than $6 billion before it went under. Our senior justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas, reports WAMU officials ignored some of their own employees who knew the bank was headed for trouble.
It was party time in 2006 at Washington Mutual Bank, at least for the top company officials seen in this video obtained by ABC News. WAMU, as it's known to customers, was celebrating a new strategy, aggressively approving higher risk loans.
We are a growth company, and we expect growth from all of our business units.
The fun didn't last very long. By 2007, WAMU, firmly engulfed in the mortgage crisis, began hemorrhaging billions of dollars. A former Washington Mutual executive tells ABC News that the company leadership was warned time and again the new strategy was dangerous.
They took the brakes off the car and they proceeded to drive the car over a cliff.
The new strategy involved approving more adjustable rate mortgage loans, or ARM loans, which can over time significantly increase the amount of monthly mortgage payments for customers, many of whom should not have qualified for the loans in the first place. Dale George, who was a vice president for risk management at WAMU, says the bottom line of this approach was to approve as many loans as possible.
So as this culture shift starts to happen, what happens to the risk management division?
Well, it's totally marginalized.
Critics say the bank's only concern appeared to be short-term profit. Before the collapse, company executives made millions. As for the shareholders...
Well, you know, the shareholders were in the back seat of that car without brakes that went over a cliff.
For Ben and Tetta Hughes of San Francisco, WAMU was their longtime neighborhood bank. They invested $27,000, a huge portion of their savings in WAMU stock. They lost it all.
If you take $27,000 and you lose part of it, you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you move on. When you lose all of it, it's devastating.
WAMU, which has had little to say to its shareholders, declined to comment for this story. It appears the party is over. Pierre Thomas, ABC News, Los Angeles.